Hello everyone, my name is Digambar Chaudhary. I am once again back with a new interactive program, and in today's program I would discuss about how can we improve our English speaking skills. So in today's program, just to discuss on these particular topics, I have with me my guest whose name is Mr. Salim Idrisi. So let's welcome Mr. Salim Idrisi. You are most welcome to this program.
Thank you so much.
So, Mr. Salim Idrisi, I just want to ask one question to you because let me tell you more about. He is basically my friend, and he has 10 plus years of experience in corporate. And before I tell you something more about Salim Idrisi, I just have to put up one question. Like Mr. Idrisi, just elaborate some ideas about like how was your journey in corporate because you have worked 10 plus years, in corporate. So how was your working experience over there?
Well, that was fantastic, I believe. And in last 10 years, I have worked in many MNCs, and I'm still working in these companies. And my experience so far is excellent.
Okay, so as you had excellent, you got excellent environment over there working in these different companies, different MNCs. So 10 years, those were wonderful moments for you. Like, but I just want to ask you, like, what types of exposure you got working in these international processes and international companies, which are MNCs?
Well, I believe you get a lot to learn, and that's a big thing. That's a great thing, I believe,
Okay.
because to groom yourself, you have to learn things, and when you join big companies, you learn a lot of things. It added to your experience. So this is, I believe.
Okay. So, Mr. Idrisi, in today's scenario, what we notice the things are basically like you are basically a Delhiite, right? You have been born and brought up and raised up here in Delhi only. So you have a lot more experience to say about this education system. Like you have been in different kind of education. As once we compare this education system, the way it is going on in villages or semi-urban areas, wherein people do not get the other people who can speak in English, right? So there is a bit difficult task for them, like to groom these particular skills or communication skills for them. What are your ideas and what are your kind of say I can say like Rambam which you can suggest them to groom their skills?
I believe anyone can build the skills. You have to select mentors for that. For example, Dr. APJ Kalam Sahab. If you make him your idol, then definitely you can become like him and achieve goals accordingly. If you are making Sachin Tendulkar your idol, then definitely you can become a great cricketer. So you have to make idols and you have to work accordingly.
Alright, perfectly. I like your idea. Mr. Idrisi, one more thing is there, like in today's world, technology has been changed, and just because of this advancement in technology, uh, nowadays people are more keen to use social media platform, right? There are multiple websites, many websites are there for using social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn, Twitter. There are many more. So people are more keen to use these websites because they have mobile phones which are Android one or like iOS mobile phones or Windows mobile phone. The phones are pocket friendly basically. They can keep their phones in their pocket, and these devices are connected with the internet. Everything has been squeezed up into their pocket, right? So in that case, what are the your suggestions for those youngsters who are working really hard to groom their skills? Like basically, I'm focusing on English speaking skills by using those social media platforms.
Well, these social media platforms are really good to learn, and you have to select people that you have to listen, and in your free time you have to think about that. Suppose every day make a task that you select one topic and speak on that topic for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and whenever you get time, think good ideas and think that make bullet points in your thought.
very well said. Like we have to jot down the things, whatever things we notice, like can be in the form of bullet points, right? So we have to jot down those things, and we have to also make up our mind while selecting this crowd. Like we cannot interact with every type of person, every type of individual, right? Because we have to be very much selective in this case. Like whoever the person is, like who is the person I have to talk, or I have to select in my friend list, whom I can interact with, and I can really groom my skills. So like what are your suggestions in to this point?
See, you have to be selective, and when you make your friends, and the kind of friends that you will make, definitely you're going to work and achieve things like that. So, if you have a good friend who are working in a corporate, then definitely you're going to join a corporate. And if you are making friends who are just wasting time and doing nothing, so you will follow the path of your friends. So you have to be very selective in making friends. This
All
is what
right.
I believe.
All right. So that is perfect. I really like this idea as well. Like we have to be very much selective while we are making friends. Like if a person is just focusing to start his or her journey in corporate, then obviously he or she has to choose his or her friends from corporate world only. So that would be quite beneficial for that person to start that journey. Like he or she will get the particular points towards starting the career in those particular corporate world, right? One more thing I just want to ask you, like about this education system of India, education system of our country. Like I am not really satisfied with what types of education system is going on, because there are a lot more differences. If we talk about villages, or we talk about town, or we talk about semi-urban areas, wherein the exposure of international language, of this English language, I would say, is very less, right? There are a lack of those people who can speak really good English, so that is really hard to get that kind of people who can speak in English. So what are your suggestions for those people, or for those students who are living in villages and or in semi-urban areas, and they have their dream to learn this English as a first language, even though this is not our first language, this is the second language basically, and this is a foreign language. But they are very keen to learn this language. So, what are your suggestions to for those people who are not in metro cities and all?
You have to make your hobbies, and if you are making your and reading, writing
Mm-hmm.
is very important.
Okay.
If you make it your hobby,
Mm-hmm.
reading and writing, then
Mm-hmm.
definitely you can speak a good English and you can write as well. Speak. So I think if you work on that, reading, writing, and listening, then definitely you can like work in a good companies. It will be very easy for you to get selected because they're looking for people who are good in writing, reading, and listening.
Perfect. So, Salim, as I just want to say here, like I made a separate small video on this reading, writing, listening, and speaking. These are basically four micro skills, which I would say. Uh, th- there should be a combination in between all these four. Like, we have to be a good listener to become a good speaker, or we have to be a good reader to become a good writer. Whatever we read, we implement this that in our mind, and after that we try to write that particular thing, right? And whatever we listen, we try to implement those things, we try to execute those things in our mind, and then we start speaking, right? So we have to imitate those things basically. The moment we start inculcating those things in our mind, then obviously we start grooming our skills. That is what basic scenario is for this particular thing. And my one last question for you is, like what can be the changes which we can implement in order to bring some positive change in our education system, as you are very well aware about the education system of India. So what are those changes which you are suggesting as a one nation, one country, because there are 140 crore people residing there in this big country, India. So what is your sense? And I believe in today's world as well, today's time as well, more than 70% people are living in villages or in rural areas or in semi-urban areas, right? They do not have the proper access to this language because English, I would say, is just a language for the elite people only. Because they have that access, they can go to the cities and they can take admissions. They can get admissions in big schools and big colleges, wherein the fee is very much high. So fee is also not affordable for those people who are from middle class, right? Or they are living far away from the metropolitan cities. So what are your suggestions for those people, and what are your suggestions for to bring the changes in this education system?
Education system in India has improved a lot. Earlier, if we talk about education system, people were outdated. They were not using the smartphones. Now people are using smart boards, smartphones. They are available everywhere in the country. They are available in rural areas as well. So people in rural areas also using technology-based education system, which we have adopted from abroad, and people are really accepting the fact that it is improved, and it's a great thing, I believe.
Alright. So as per the time, we have to accept the changes. We have to accept. We have to welcome the new technology, and we have to execute the things. We have to be a good observer for learning the things. So this is, I believe, all from today's video. So guys, just like, comment and share in this video whatever suggestions you have about our discussion, whatever we have. This is just for your skill improvement and your skill development. And you please don't forget to watch this video. Don't forget to comment on this video, whatever you feel. And he's Salim Idrisi with me. He's one of my friends. He had shared a very beautiful ideas, wonderful suggestions for you to execute on yourself, so that you can start your journey of English speaking skills. Like you can groom your English speaking skills by just following. You can be a good listener, you can be a good reader, you can be a good observer, and just try to execute those things in yourself. Be time specific. Like what I would say, like the time which has passed will never come back. So start executing those things, start implementing those ideas just now onward, because your day starts from now. So this is all in this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with another exciting video with some exciting material or exciting topic. And till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.